1. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Meditations is perhaps the only document of its kind ever made. It is the private thoughts of the world's most powerful man giving advice to himself on how to make good on the responsibilities and obligations of his positions. Marcus stopped almost every night to practice a series of spiritual exercises reminders designed to make him humble, patient, empathetic, generous, and strong in the face of whatever he was dealing with. You cannot read this book and not come away with a phrase or a line that will be helpful to you next time you are in trouble. Reasediings. 2. Letters from a Stoic by Seneca. While Marcus wrote mainly for himself, Seneca had no trouble advising and aiding others. In fact, that was his job. He was Nero's tutor, tasked with reducing the terrible impulses of a terrible man. His advice on grief, on wealth, on power, on religion, and on life are always there when you need them. Seneca's letters are the best place to start, but the essays in On the Shortness of Life are excellent as well. 3. Discourses by Epictetus. That Epictetus's teachings survive to us is remarkable. It is only thanks to a student named Arrian, who's credited with transcribing the lessons he learned in Epictetus's classroom at the beginning of the 2nd century AD. Arrian wrote in a letter prior to the discourses publishing, "Whatever I used to hear him say, I wrote down, word for word, as best I could, as a record for later use of his thought and frank expression." Arrian would use those lessons to achieve renown throughout Rome as a political advisor, military commander, and prolific author. Interestingly, in the first book of Meditations, titled Debts and Lessons, Marcus thanks one of his philosophy teachers, Rusticus, for introducing me to Epictetus's lectures and loaning me his own copy. 4. The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman. The Daily Stoic, 366 meditations on wisdom, perseverance, and the art of living features and only 366 all new translations of brilliant Stoic passages, but 366 exciting stories. Examples and explanations of the Stoic principles from Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, but also some of the lesser-known but equally wise Stoics, from Zeno to Cleanthes to Chrysippus. The book takes the reader on a daily journey through practical, pragmatic philosophy. Each day offers a new Stoic insight and exercise. By following these teachings, you'll find the serenity, self-knowledge, and resilience you need to live well. 5. The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. Inspired by Stoicism and the maxim from Marcus Aurelius, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. The Obstacle is the Way is a primer of the key principles for thriving under pressure. Through historical examples of great men and women, it teaches us how to overcome adversity and difficulties, turn obstacles upside down, and shows us how to love our fate, no matter what it might bring. The book has become How to Love Our Fate, no matter what it might bring. The book has become a cult classic with coaches and athletes alike, and has been featured in prominent outlets like Sports Illustrated and ESPN.